South Korean media is reporting that prosecutors have arrested ex-Defence Minister Kim Yong-Hyun over his alleged role in President Yoon Suk Yeol's declaration of martial law. It comes after the opposition failed in a bid to impeach Mr Yoon. East Asia correspondent Kathleen Calderwood joins us now from Seoul. Hello, Kathleen. A little quieter now where you are. How did the vote proceed?
Morning, Ruby. So it was a very eventful evening. There was protests along this road in front of the National Assembly for hours ahead of the vote, which started around 5 p.m. Now, the first vote that went ahead was actually about the president's wife. So the ruling party members did attend that. That was a vote on whether to prosecute her over a series of scandals she is involved in, including accepting a designer handbag. Now, that failed, and then immediately after, all the ruling party members bar one left the chamber, really in a boycott of the impeachment vote. Now, there was one member who remained in the chamber. He had already said publicly that he planned to vote, one ruling party member left in the chamber, I should say. He had already said publicly he planned to vote in favour of impeachment. Now, the opposition to get that impeachment motion over the line needed 8 members of the ruling party. 2 more returned. So that was 3 altogether, but they did fall short of that number, that quorum that they needed. The Speaker did keep the vote open for quite some time. It was about 3 hours. And at one point, he read out the names of every single ruling party member who had left the chamber. And the thousands and more than 150,000 people were gathered here. And as they watched that live broadcast, they echoed every name after the Speaker as he read them out. So it really was quite a stirring show of public discontent.
Yeah, Kathleen, outside the chamber and out on the streets, what was the public mood like last night?
Well, earlier in the day, it was really actually very hopeful, and it was a pretty remarkable show of people power. A lot of people that we spoke to spoke about how proud they were that there were so many South Koreans that had come out to protest against everything that's happened here this week. And then sort of as the night went on, obviously, they had to keep people engaged. It really sort of had the atmosphere of a music festival for a while, with everything from K-pop to sort of electronic music on the playlist. So people in a really quite jubilant mood, but it did become clear fairly quickly that the impeachment motion wasn't going to pass, and certainly once that was official, the mood did become quite angry, although people still were saying that they were hopeful because the opposition plans to push forward with more impeachment motions. But here's a few of the people that we spoke to last night.
I
think they are kind of cowards. People made them as a lawmaker. You can expect of them reflect what people are thinking, but they didn't do that tonight. We will never support what they are doing, and also we will never surrender.
I feel devastated as a citizen of South Korea. So many people shed their blood, sweat and tears to make this country democratic and sacrifice their lives from the past until now. I have a 2-year-old son and I feel shame to him.
And so, Kathleen, what will be next for the president?
Well, as I mentioned, the opposition plans to push ahead with more impeachment motions. They're talking about submitting the next one on Wednesday. So I think it's safe to say that there will be more protests from the public calling for his removal from office. His own party leader, despite the opposition, the boycott of the impeachment motion last night, has said that the president's leadership is untenable. Obviously, the ruling party would prefer to see him resign rather than his leadership end in complete disgrace in impeachment. So there are, obviously, they'll be working through that. The president did apologise to the nation yesterday morning, and he said he would leave all matters, particularly in regards to the rest of his term, to the party. We have seen this morning that the former defence minister, I should say, he's been arrested over his role in this whole saga under suspicion of treason charges. Kim Yong-Hyun, he resigned a few days ago. He took responsibility for the martial law declaration, saying that he was the one who had made orders to the military, and it is being reported here that it was he who suggested the idea to the president in the first place. So certainly lots more to unfold. No doubt the South Koreans will keep coming out and protesting until somehow the president is removed from office.